Now see, dear student, we are discussing here topic which is most important for the second part of the chapter. First, see electrostatics of conductors. Electrostatics of the conductor we have already studied. Conductor and insulator. Conductor means in which current can flow easily. Insulator means in which current flow is not possible. Here current can flow, then it has low resistance, and current cannot flow means high resistance there. Here we are discussing what happens when conductors are placed in electric field or we are placing charge on it. What are the different effects taking place in this case? First, simply try to understand. Suppose we have taken any conductor and we are placing that conductor in external electric field. We are placing any conductor in uniform electric field or external field. See the figure. We have placed, this is the metallic conductor placed in uniform electric field. You know very well, in the metallic conductor, free charge carriers are electrons. Electrons can move inside the conductor freely. Why? Then in structure of the metal, valence electrons becomes free from the atoms and positive ions, which is too much heavier with compared to that. So electron can move inside the metal easily, cannot leave the metal surface. When a metallic piece or metal conductor is placed in electric field, then due to electric field, electric force acting on the charge carriers. Electric force acting on the charge carriers, as you know, F equal to QE. If charge positive, then force will be in the direction of field. If negative, then opposite to electric field. Due to this force, drifting is there. Drifting of the electrons. So we can say, due to this force, electrons are deposited on this surface or at one surface end. And lack of the electrons on other end of the surface, we are getting positive charge. When we are putting the conductor inside the field, this portion of the charges starts. On one side, negative charges are stored, while on other end, positive charges. Due to the storage of the charges on the surface end, electric field is produced. Here it is from positive to negative, means E dash. E dash is the field due to induced charge on the end surfaces, while E is the external field. Due to motion, induced charge positive and negative going on increasing up to certain limit, and when external field E equals to E dash, both are equal but opposite, then net field is 0, then motion stops. Now charges are steady, no motion, charges are stationary on both the surface. In this situation, it is clear that field inside the conductor is always 0. See the first point. Inside a conductor, field is 0. Whether we are placing in field or in absence of field, it may be charged or may not be. In all the situation, field inside the conductor is 0. Again, remember this point. Inside a conductor, field is 0 while we are placing in a field or not. We are putting charge or not. In all the situation, field inside the conductor is always 0. So, no any charge inside the metal. No net charge. As you know, we have taken suppose a Gaussian surface very close to the boundary of the metallic conductor. Then no field inside. No field is 0. Then according to Gauss law, charge also 0. According to Gauss law, field 0, then charge also 0. So first point is clear. Now second point, at the surface of charge conductor, electric field is normal to the surface. Suppose, consider this figure. Or we can say we have placed a charge or placed in electric field. Then we can say field is normal to the surface. Why? Suppose field were not normal to the surface. Consider for any surface, suppose what this case, field is normal to the surface. Suppose field were not normal to the surface, means it has component along the surface. If not normal to the surface in any situation, then there must be a tangential component of the field is there. Due to this field component, force acting on the charge which are on the surface, and due to force, this charge will move. Charge will move. But as you know, electrostatics, in first point, charges are stationary, cannot move. No force is acting, otherwise there will be current, but no current, no motion of charge. So we can say not any component in the direction of surface. So electric field must be normal to the surface at any point. Electric field, suppose we are placing conductor in electric field, or we are placing charge on it. In any condition, any situation, field is always normal to the surface. Suppose for this case, field line like this, so it is normal. It is normal, so this is normal. So we can say if you draw the tangent at a point for the field line, this must be normal to that surface. So second point, at the surface of the charge conductors, or in any situation, electric field is normal to the surface. Now, third point, no excess charge inside the conductor, reside only on the surface. Suppose we are establishing charge on any conductor, then charges resides only on the surface, not inside the surface, not interior portion. They do not move in the conductor, remains only on the surface or distributes only on the surface. We can prove this. Suppose we are taking for any surface, as you know, electric field inside it always zero according to first result. Suppose we are taking any small volume segment inside the conductor, at which is already zero. In this small segment, number of electrons or negative charge and positive charge are equal. So net charge is already zero. E0, applying Gauss law, Q also zero. Means inside the volume segment, we have taken a Gaussian surface enclosing the volume segment. Then applying Gauss law, E is equal to 0, so Q must be 0. So we can say charge resides only on the surface, not inside the surface or inside the metal. So reside only on the surface. Here, see this figure also. Suppose according to first figure, on this side positive charges are there. In this side, or these and negative charges are there. So we can say this is sigma greater than 0, positive charge, then charge density is positive, field is coming outward, normal to the surface. While on the other side, we have shown negative charge. So we can say sigma is less than 0. Sigma less than 0, then field is normal, but towards the surface. Then direction is opposite. Sigma positive, electric field lines coming out, normal to the surface at any point. Similarly, if charge negative is sigma less than 0, then field is normal to the surface, but toward the surface or inwards. So we can say, third point, no any excess charge inside this conductor, as it is already neutral. Where we are placing charge, they will store only on the surface of the conductor, not enter inside or interior portion of the conductor. So third point is clear. Now fourth point, electrostatic potential inside it is constant as that on the surface. According to first point, field is 0. Field is 0. Already we have proved the topic about spherical shell charge with uniform charge density. Spherical shell with uniform charge density. Then we have proved that field inside it already 0. of charged spherical shell. Then field inside the shell is always J. Means we can say there is no charge inside it. Charge free region. Also electric field is not there. But potential on the surface, according to definition, work required to be done in bringing a unit positive charge, from infinite to a given point on the surface is the potential. Then at this point, potential is there. But when we are moving or bringing unit charge inside it, there is no field. No field means no work required to be done on the discharge. So whatever work done on the surface remains same at any point inside the spherical shell. So we can say E0, but V remain constant. Inside. Similarly, applying this concept to any conductor. Suppose this case, we can say no electric field inside the conductor. Then potential at the surface is constant, and inside it also constant, which is equal to the potential on the surface. Again, remember that electrostatic potential inside the conductor, constant as that on the surface. This means whatever potential on the surface also remains inside same. Suppose here, for example, 100 volt is there, then 100 volt at that point inside the surface means no change in potential. Why? No work going to be done. Why? Field is already 0. So no work is necessary. So we can say potential inside it is constant as that on the surface. Now we have to prove this statement. For charge conductors, field on the surface is E vector equal to sigma by epsilon 0 n cap, where n cap is the unit vector normal to the surface. Again, fifth point, most important. For charge conductor, field on the surface is vector E equal to sigma by epsilon 0 n cap. N cap is the unit vector normal to the surface. We can prove using this figure or applying Gauss law. Again, remember the first point, field inside conductor is already 0. To prove this, consider this figure. Suppose field is at any point, it to be found. P, at point P, field is to be found. We have to apply Gauss law. Using Gauss law, suppose surface charge density is sigma. And that is surface of the conductor. Now we are considering a Gaussian surface or a pillbox is a Gaussian surface. some like cylinder of the height which is very small, but considered in such a way, half portion of that is remaining outside the surface, while remaining half is inside the surface. We have considered Gaussian surface as a pillbox, like cylinder of cross-sectional area delta S, and height is very small, negligible height or length. But in such a way, half portion is outside of the surface, while half is inside the surface, and surface is sigma. Now, see, flux associated with this Gaussian surface is plus minus E del S. Flux linked with this Gaussian surface or pillbox is plus minus E del S. If sigma charge is positive, then field is outside, then positive flux. Negative charge density means positive for sigma greater than 0 and negative for sigma less than 0. Means maybe positive, maybe negative according to surface charge density. Now phi equal to E del S. Now we require flux linked with the pillbox. Then one side which is inside this cylinder or inside this conductor, field inside it is already 0. So that surface does not contribute any flux. Other side, which is inside the conductor, no contribution of flux as E is 0. Also, curved surfaces in which field is normal to the surface, so we can say theta is 90. So curved surface also does not contribute any flux. Only one surface, then we can say this is E delta S. Now also apply phi equal to Q by epsilon 0. But charge enclosing the surface is sigma into delta S by epsilon 0. Now see, according to first, plus minus E del S. According to second, if we are taking only positive, then E del S. Density positive, then field outwards. Negative inward. So we can consider both the cases. Then comparing both, E del S equal to sigma del S by epsilon 0. So E equal to sigma by epsilon 0 in vector form. E equal to sigma by epsilon 0 n cap, where n cap is the unit vector normal to the surface at that point. So we have proved this result using Gauss theorem. Now, last, electrostatic shielding. In electrostatic shielding, suppose we have taken any conductor with cavity inside it. We have taken a conductor with cavity. Here we are placing atomic charge on it, or maybe placed in electric field. Then induced charges are there. Now see, due to this, again we have proved field is always normal to the surface if positive then outward, positive then outward, if negative then inward. Means field is always normal to the surface, as we have discussed the second point. Again you know, field is zero, so V equal to V0, which is constant inside the conductor. Also we can say field is zero inside the conductor, so field is zero. So whatever work done in the making unit charge up to surface remains same at all the points. Suppose in cavity there is no charge. No charge means no charge density. Then field is zero. Field is zero. Also you can prove taking Gaussian surface very close to that, and field inside zero, so charge is also zero. With no charge, then Q zero, then field zero. So we can say inside the cavity field is zero, sigma zero, V equal to V0, which is constant equal to the surface on the conductor. Now here we are placing charge, but this region in which there is no charge or not field, then to establishing the region which is charge free or field free, that phenomena is known as electrostatic shielding. Electrostatic shielding means this region is shielded. Inside there is no any effect of the field. Now see, field is already not inside cavity. So one simple example, where lightning taking place in thunderbolt, lightning taking place, then